Okay, good morning students. So we are going to discuss some more topics in kinematics. So the vertical motion. Vertical motion. Already we have discussed horizontal motion. Now we are going to discuss about vertical motion. What is vertical motion means? For example, let us consider this is a ground surface. Now, if a body is projected vertically upwards, the body moves like this. As the body is moving upwards, its velocity slowly decreases due to gravitational forces and reaches to some height. After that, it returns to the ground. Now, this combined motion, this is body going from top, from the bottom and reaching the bottom from the top, this combined is known as vertical motion. In this vertical motion, now we are going to discuss about time of ascent and time of descent, time of flight, maximum height. These are the topics today we are going to discuss. The first one is time of ascent. What is time of ascent? For example, let us consider this is a ground surface. Now you have projected a body with a velocity u. So as the time passes, the velocity of the body decreases and becomes zero at particular height. This height is known as maximum height. At maximum height, the velocity of the body becomes zero. Now, for a body, it takes some time to reach this maximum height. This time taken by a body is known as time of ascent. Once again, we are going to repeat the definition. The time taken by the vertically projected body to reach maximum height. The time taken by the vertically projected body to reach maximum height. H max means maximum height. It is known as time of ascent. Now we are going to see the formula for time of ascent. Let us consider a body is projected with a velocity u and Ta be the time taken to reach the maximum height. Here Ta represents time of ascent. So in the place of T, we are going to take Ta and Ta be the time of ascent to reach maximum height. Now we are going to see the formula for time of ascent. So yes, the distance traveled equal to maximum height. We know already that at maximum height the velocity is zero. And we already know that for a vertically projected body, A should be taken as, that is A equal to G. And U, initial velocity, U equal to U. Now we are going to substitute T equal to Ta. Here time equal to T. All these values we are going to substitute in the first kinematic equation. What is the first kinematic equation? V equal to, here vertically projected body A equal to minus G. I think it is downwards. It is vertically upwards. So A equal to minus G. So V equal to U plus AT. This is the formula. V it is 0. U, it is U plus A. What is the value of A? Minus Z into T. In the place of T, we are going to write TA. Therefore, U plus into minus, minus TA into Z. So if you bring U this side, it becomes minus U equal to minus TA into Z. Minus minus gets cancelled. U equal to TA into Z. Now we want the value of TA. So TA equal to U by G. This is the formula in order to calculate the time of ascent. So time of ascent mainly depends upon the initial velocity if G is constant. So if you increase the velocity, the time of ascent also increases. Now we are going to see a small numerical on this. For example, let us consider a body is projected with velocity 10 meter per second. Calculate the time of ascent for this body. A body is vertically projected with 10 meter per second. Calculate the time of ascent. So simple formula, time of ascent, TA equal to U by G. U, that is 10. G, actually its value is 9.8 meter per second square. For our convenience, for our simplicity, we are going to take as 10. 10, TA equal to 10 by 10, 1 second. So, if you project a body with a velocity of 10 meter per second, in order to reach the maximum height, it takes 1 second. If you see, if you project a body with a velocity of 20 meter per second, TA equal to U by G, TA equal to U 20 by G, that is 10, 10 ones, 10 twos, TA equal to 2 seconds. From these two examples, what do you understand? As the velocity increases, the time of ascent also increases. What does this mean? That means as the velocity increases, the body reaches maximum height will be more. So hence the time of ascent is also more. So simply what is time of ascent means? The time taken by the vertically projected body to reach maximum height. In the same way, there is one more definition, that is time of descent. In the last, that is in the previous section, we have discussed time of ascent. Now we are going to discuss about time of descent. What is time of descent? Simply the time taken by the body to reach the ground from maximum height. The time taken by the body to reach the ground from maximum height. That is known as time of descent. So when a body is projected, slowly its velocity decreases due to gravitational force, and after reaching maximum height, it becomes 0. After that, it takes its path in reverse direction and comes downwards. In order to reach the ground from maximum height, it takes some time. That is known as time of descent. The time taken by the body to reach the ground from maximum height. That is known as time of descent. Time of descent is represented by the letters TD. Here the formula for time of descent is also same, U by G. So the formula is same. Time of ascent, time of descent, same formula. TD equal to U by G. Here, remember one thing, if you neglect air resistance force, the time of ascent equal to time of descent. If you neglect only air resistant force, time of ascent equal to time of descent. Okay, so no need to derive. So TD equal to U by G. Next, another one is time of flight. So time of flight. What is time of flight means? Time of ascent plus time of descent. TA plus TD. The sum of time of ascent plus time of descent is known as time of flight. Simply, the time in which the body is in air. Simply we can say that time of flight means the time in which the body is in air. That means if you project a body from the ground surface until it reaches the maximum height, it will be in air. In the same way, when the body is reaching the ground from the maximum height, at that time also the body will be in air. The total time in which the body is in air, that is known as time of flight. For time of flight, simply we can write as the summation of time of ascent plus time of descent. So T equal to time of ascent, already we know that U by G. Time of descent, that is also U by G. So T equal to G by U plus U, that is 2U. So time of flight equal to 2U by G. This is the formula for time of flight. Sometimes he may ask the time, calculate the time in which the body is in air. Calculate the time in which the body is in air. That means then you want to calculate the time of flight. T equal to 2U by G. And one more parameter now we are going to discuss, that is one more formula, that is maximum height. H max. Now we are going to discuss the formula for maximum height. So what is the formula for maximum height? First of all, we want to know what is maximum height. What is maximum height means? For example, if a body is projected vertically upwards, already we discussed that as the body moves upwards, the velocity decreases. At one point, the velocity becomes 0. The point at which for a vertically projected body, the velocity becomes 0. That point is known as maximum height. The point at which for a vertically projected body, the velocity becomes 0. That is known as maximum height. Here, the maximum height depends upon the initial velocity. If you projected with less initial velocity, the height will be less. Maximum height will be less. If you projected with more initial velocity, the maximum height will be more. See example, if you project like this, if your velocity is increased, the height also increases. That means it depends upon the initial velocity. Now we are going to see the formula for maximum height. Maximum height H max can be written as U square by 2G. This is the formula for maximum height. Maximum height H max equal to U square by 2G. So this is the formula, H max equal to U square by 2G. Then U represents initial velocity and G represent acceleration due to gravity. This is the formula. If you want the derivation, we are going to see in other class, another video. But remember the formula, H max equal to U square by 2G. Here, H max mainly depends upon the initial velocity, not upon the mass. For example, if you take 2 kg body and 1 kg body, both are projected vertically upwards with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Which body will have more maximum height? So we have taken two bodies, that is 2 kg body and 1 kg body. The two bodies are projected with the same velocity. Here remember that it is projected with the same velocity, that is 10 meter per second. And which body is going to have maximum height? So why both will have same maximum height? Why means here the velocity is same, 10 meter per second. So H max equal to formula is u square by 2z. So u, that is 10. 10 into 10. 10 square. 2 into 10. So 2 ones, 2 5s. That is h max equal to, what is the maximum height? 5 meters. So here the maximum height depends upon the initial velocity. Okay. So this is about maximum height. Now we are going to do a small numerical basing upon covering all these three types, that is time of flight, time of ascent and maximum height. Just note down that problem. See this numerical. A ball is projected vertically upwards and returns to ground after 15 seconds. Calculate h max reached by the ball, velocity with which it is projected. Now, when you come to the first problem, we want to calculate the maximum height, h max. We know the formula for h max. What is the formula for h max? U square by 2g. But if you observe the problem, here the initial velocity is not given. Here the initial velocity is not given. First of all, we want to calculate the initial velocity. If you understand the problem carefully, he said that a ball projected vertically upwards and returns to the ground. That means, if you consider this is a ground and a body is projected vertically upwards, after 15 seconds it reaches the ground. So, indirectly he has given the time of flight. So, he has given the time of flight. The time in which the body is in air, that is known as time of flight. So, time of flight. What is the formula for time of flight? 2u by g. Time of flight is 2u by g. T is given. What is that? 15 seconds. 15, that equal to 2 into u by g. For simplicity purpose, we are going to take 10. So that equal to 15. 10, here it is dividing. When we bring this side, it becomes multiply. 15 into 10, that equal to 2 into u. So we want only u. 2 here it is multiplying. When we bring this side, it becomes divide. 15 into 2, 15 into 10 by 2. 2 ones, 2 5s. 15 into 5. What is the value? 15 into 5. Right. So 75. So it is projected with a velocity of 75 meter per second. So we know the value of initial velocity, that is 75 meter per second. So indirectly we have solved the second problem. Velocity with which it was projected, u equal to 75 meter per second. Now we want to calculate the maximum height, h max equal to u. We know already initial velocity, that is 75 square. So 75 into 75 by 2 into g. For simplicity purpose, we are going to take 10. So 5 calculation, 5 2's 10. So 5 1's 5. So 2 will be there, that becomes 25. So 5 5's 25. 2 into 2, that is 4. H max equal to 75 into 15 by 4. 2 into 2, that is 4. So do this calculation at home and write down the value of H max. Okay. So until then, have a good day. We are going to meet in the next class.